How heartwarming it's been to see millions take their stand for true worship. Thousands more are joining us every week. Jehovah is speeding up the ingathering work, and this makes us very happy. But who will work to provide the Bibles, Bible literature, and the audio and video publications that sustain us spiritually and help us to accomplish our kingdom preaching and teaching work? Bethel is a unique place. It's where mature Christians render sacred service to Jehovah in close association with Christ's brothers. They minister to the needs of our worldwide brotherhood and support the preaching work. The Bethel family is a group of dedicated, baptized servants of Jehovah who live and work together closely. So they experience in a special way what Psalm 133:1 says, "Look, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity." We're very pleased to see that many have expanded their service to Jehovah by making themselves available for the special privilege of Bethel service. Have you considered this as a goal? Making yourself available for Bethel service is like knocking on a door that leads to many other privileges of service. Of course, to serve at Bethel requires a self-sacrificing spirit and a willingness to serve wherever there is a need in harmony with the attitude displayed by the prophet Isaiah in Isaiah 6:8. Then I heard the voice of Jehovah saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And I said, "Here I am, send me." When Isaiah learned about an opportunity to do more in Jehovah's service, he responded eagerly, even though he did not know exactly what he was going to be assigned to do. It was enough for him to know that Jehovah was extending an invitation to serve in a special way, and Isaiah wanted to volunteer. The same spirit is shown by Bethel family members worldwide. What especially motivates so many to serve at Bethel? Love for Jehovah moves us to put kingdom interests ahead of self-interest, as stated in the Proclaimer's book, page 295. This is not work in which they gain personal prominence or material possessions. Their desire is to honor Jehovah, and they are satisfied with the provisions made for them in the way of food, lodging, and a modest allowance for personal expenses. Are there any rewards that come from serving in this unique way? Those who have offered themselves willingly for Bethel service have truly been blessed.
The love and unity we feel here is incomparable. It's not like in a company out in the world, because here you can work with your friends every day.
Like-minded people have the same goals and support each other. That is what you can feel here.
Maybe you are assigned a task that you have never performed before, but there are many experienced brothers and sisters who can help, professionally as well as personally.
Whether it's the consideration of the daily text or Watchtower study with the Bethel family, listening to the practical, valuable comments of our brothers and sisters is really refreshing. You really feel that they love Jehovah, and their comments help you to feel the same.
Here in Bethel, you have the best employer that there is, Jehovah. No other employer is as grateful and considerate as he is. So out of love for Jehovah, you're simply happy to give him your best.
Whenever I think about what is being done at Bethel, publications are being produced and shipped, videos for our conventions are being made, and there is translation being done into so many different languages. I keep getting goosebumps.
No matter what I can do here, knowing that by doing it, I'm supporting Christ's brothers makes me feel very, very good.
So, how does a young person qualify for Bethel service?
My parents raised me to have a spiritual focus. So in the school holidays or as growing up, our life revolved around the ministry, doing spiritual activities. And it really helped us keep focused spiritually as a family and helped me stay focused on the goals that we wanted to achieve. I really enjoy reading, and one day my dad just said to me, "Why don't you read the Bible?" I know it sounds obvious, but at that point I'd never read it from Genesis to Revelation. So when I finished reading the Bible, it really changed my thinking, and it really proved the truth to myself. And this helped me to keep a spiritual focus, and it really was the first step in reaching out and achieving the spiritual goals that I wanted to achieve. In the congregation, I was able to help out with doing the magazines and the sound and the platform, and doing these privileges. It really helped me to build a good work ethic, and give them ways that I could give more to Jehovah. So the elders used to work with me a lot on the ministry. So when I'd get to a feeling like, I can't do this, or this is too much, or it's too overwhelming, or I'd never be able to reach this goal, an elder showed me a scripture in the Bible where Jehovah was encouraging Joshua to be courageous, and that really impacted me, that I was able to be courageous too, to reach my goal of Bethel. So when I visited Bethel, I saw that they were normal people, and they had so many good qualities that I wanted to imitate. They were very hospitable, very warm, very inviting. That helped me to want to reach my goal so I could be like that.
To serve at Bethel, there are qualifications that need to be met. You should have a deep love for Jehovah and the organization, which is demonstrated by living in harmony with Bible standards. You must have a fine reputation as a spiritual person. You should have respect for Jehovah's moral standards, avoiding uncleanness and sexual immorality. You should have a clean conscience before Jehovah and be at peace with yourself and with Jehovah's organization. Your dress and grooming should be exemplary, befitting a Christian minister, even during leisure time. Styles that are faddish or extreme, or that identify us with undesirable elements of the world, are not acceptable at Bethel. The applicant would not read, listen to, or view any type of material that is inappropriate for a Christian. Such unwholesome material certainly would include pornography, debasing music, or any kind of entertainment that features sexual immorality, spiritism, or violence. Bethel applicants should be from 19 to 35 years of age. Occasionally, there is an opening for someone over 35 years of age who may have specialized skills that are needed at Bethel, such as those with certain technical or medical experience, translation skills, or building trades, such as plumbing, electrical, heavy equipment mechanic, or carpentry. Those with such capabilities and training are welcome to apply. In view of the unique demands of a full-time assignment at Bethel, you should be mentally and emotionally sound, physically strong, and able to work long hours. You should be able to read, write, and speak the primary language of the branch territory. This will enable you to communicate well with others serving at Bethel, to receive needed training, and to work safely in the Bethel environment. Bethel applicants agree to serve for a minimum of 1 year, during which time you will receive training for continued Bethel service. With regard to secular skills, we do not encourage individuals to obtain university education or training with the thought that this will improve their chances of being called into Bethel. The best way to prepare for Bethel service is to first serve in the full-time pioneer ministry. The greatest need is for single brothers. However, all who meet the qualifications, including sisters, are encouraged to apply for temporary volunteer service. Serving as a temporary volunteer at Bethel may open the way to other opportunities to expand your service to Jehovah. If you are interested in applying for Bethel service, which application should you request from a member of your congregation service committee? Since there are 2 types of applications available, first, give careful and prayerful consideration to your circumstances. Thereafter, decide whether you will request from the elders the application for volunteer program, A19, which is available for those interested in serving on a temporary basis for as brief as 1 week or as long as several consecutive months. Or you may decide to request the application to become a member of the Worldwide Order of Special Full-Time Servants of Jehovah's Witnesses, A8. This application is for those interested in serving on a long-term basis for 1 full year or longer. If the branch committee determines that there is a need for your services, they will decide where you can best be used, whether at Bethel or perhaps on a theocratic construction assignment. Submitting your application may open a door of opportunity to serve Jehovah and his organization in a variety of ways. Of course, not all of us who have such a self-sacrificing spirit have the circumstances in life to serve at Bethel, but we can encourage others who do. Parents, follow the example of God-fearing parents such as Hannah and Elkanah, who willingly made their son available for expanded theocratic privileges. Continue to place the goal of Bethel service before your young ones and stimulate their interest in the full-time ministry by your example and your positive expressions. If possible, bring them on a tour of World Headquarters in New York, USA, or make arrangements to bring them on a tour of the Bethel in the branch territory in which you live. Such visits can help young ones to witness firsthand the work that's being done at Bethel to promote kingdom interests. Elders, help young ones in your congregations who have the potential to expand their service to Jehovah to meet the qualifications. Jehovah continues to look for those willing to respond to his invitation to expand their service to him. As in Isaiah's day, he asks, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" Will you answer, as did the prophet, "Here I am, send me"? We encourage you to progress to spiritual maturity and serve Jehovah whole-souled. In due time, you may qualify to serve at Bethel or in another form of exciting theocratic service that permits you to use the health and strength that Jehovah has granted you in an expanded way, all to his praise. Please be assured that we love you for the willing spirit you show as you continue to reach out in Jehovah's service.